All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very excited to do this watch along Lazio versus Inter Milan. As I said, this channel is going to have several different types of matches, non-Chelsea matches, watch along all throughout and from here on in, hopefully. And it just gives us an opportunity to learn about other leagues, learn about other players. And I'm very much interested to see how Lukaku plays in Inter Milan along with Lautaro Martinez. And there's been so many players that we've been linked with from Inter Milan. Dumfries, Skriniar, Bastoni is one to look out for in the future. So this is going to be exciting. This watch along is going to be exciting. And of course, Lazio, Sarri ball. Once upon a time, our manager. And they've got some really interesting players as well in terms of Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. They've got a few other talented players as well, which will be very interesting to see how they move on in this particular season. Good to see some of you guys logging in. I wonder how many people we get today. Hopefully it's a good turnout. We've got Ishan here, my bro, Ishan. Zombie hours, how you doing?
Zombie hours, and I've chose to watch this Inter Milan match out of nowhere.
Bro, Lukaku, come on.
I've decided to stay up and probably, we're watching the greatest ever striker in Chelsea's history.
Do you know what, Ishan? Yeah. I'm really keen this season to watch other leagues. Like, I want to see different players. I want to see how certain players are utilized as well. Like, one of my biggest reasons for watching this match, Ishan, is I really want to see how Inter Milan plays with Lukaku. Because as much as Lukaku's stuffed up with us, and I don't like him, I dislike him, but I can't sit here and say he's a bad footballer. I don't think he's a bad footballer. I just feel like we haven't utilized him properly. But anyway, obviously we'll talk about all of that down the track. Ishan, how you been lately, bro? You been all right?
Yeah, I've been all right, man. What else? It's a weekend knocking. Back in Delhi for work. It's a weekend knocking, and let's go. Another week of football. Another week of live action.
Another week of hopefully getting 3 points.
Oh my days!
Can we please get some 3 points? Let me just set up my stream. Are you able to find the stream as well? Are you able to get a stream for this match?
Yeah, I can watch it.
Okay. Cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 20 of you guys are here. This is brilliant. Smash the like button. Let's get 20 at least. Hopefully,
you know what? We'll get to see the real fans of this channel today.
Yeah. It'll be good. Do you know what, Ishan? I want to build this non-Chelsea watch along platform as well, where everyone can come in and other fans can come in, which is going to be interesting. Serves, good to see you. Sarri ball. Ishan, remember Sarri ball? Come on, bro. Lazio, Sarri ball.
Yeah.
Ms. Barca watch along will be great. Yes, we have that plan. Don't you even worry. Definitely. I'll try and see if I can do one this weekend, whether it's Barca, whether it's Real Madrid. We'll definitely try and squeeze it in. What's up, Ms. Big Goose? Things are going good, man. Hopefully you're doing all right as well. Ms. Roma versus Juventus tomorrow after Chelsea game. Wow. I will be absolutely hammered because I want to do the Man United watch along early game, then follow that up with Chelsea watch along. And after that, I want to go to bed because it will literally be zombie hours for me. I would love to get some of Roma matches as well, but I just cannot be able to do all of these matches, man. But Roma is definitely in the radars as well. Anto, how you doing, Miz? All good, my man. Hope you're doing all right as well. Hello, Miz. Arsenal definitely finishing above Chelsea, better team than you. Look, for the time being, yes, they are better. We'll see. Season's a long one. And we'll have a look what happens. I will just bring up the lineup. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan will join us very soon as well, so watch out for that. Okay. Ishan, this is the lineup for Lazio versus Inter Milan. Let's have a look at Inter Milan's lineup first up. It's pretty strong, man. Lautaro Martinez, Romelu Lukaku, Federico Di Marco. I don't know who that goes. Roberto Gilardini. I think is it the same Gilardini that I'm thinking of from way
Yeah, I
back?
think so. Yeah, yeah,
It is, huh? He's become a
yeah. It
midfielder
is.
now.
Yeah.
Marcelo Brozovic is a very good player. Nicola Barella is a good player. Denzel Dumfries is one we've been linked with. And Alessandro Bastoni, Stefan De Vrij, Milan Skriniar. I'm very interested to see how he plays. And Sami Handanovic. Ishan, thoughts on that Inter Milan lineup?
Looks a strong lineup, and strong lineup. I've always thought that the pair of Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku is something which comes out natural, very natural for these two guys. I think so. They would miss the likes of Hakimi's assist on the right hand side to Lukaku, but then yes, Denzel Dumfries is not a bunny at all. So yeah, all in all, their defense also looks really rigid with Bastoni, Debray, and Skriniar. But yeah, a very strong internal lineup.
No, 100%. I got the bad boy Ryan in the house. What are you saying, Ryan?
Hello, what's up? Are you hearing any echo on my side?
Nah, man, no echo at all. We're just hearing your lovely voice.
Okay, cool. Because I'm not feeling away any headphones, so I just have the audio coming on my laptop. So I'm just
Oh,
hoping
okay.
that
Cool,
there's
cool.
no echo. Yeah,
No, man,
I'm
no
good. I'm
echo.
happy to be here. Currently heated. Skin's hot because I'm getting cooked on Twitter right now. But you know, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here in home territory.
Come
I
on,
feel like
come on. This is your home ground, bro.
come to my home ground here. I know everybody in comments very nice to me. I love everybody in the comments. So Ishan, Ms. Matumi and guys. So yeah, happy to be here.
No, 100%. Shuber is already saying Ryan ball incoming. We've got Felix saying, Ryan, apparently you've been having too much Guinness.
Oh. Nice joke.
Nice joke, nice joke. Yeah, Ryan, you're spitting facts, bro. Don't you worry, man, in the timeline. Don't worry about what the timeline. They've got no idea, man. A lot of people on my channel agrees with the fact that I've said it, man. This Fofana deal, the price tag is a bit mad, and the fact that we're letting Chalobah go is even more mad, if I'm being honest. But before we get into talking about all of that, we have to cover this match. Lazio's lineup, ladies and gentlemen, is looking like this: Ivan Providel, don't know too many of these. Manuel Lazzari. I'm thinking about
Very
Lazzini from
good.
that West
It's
Ham.
very quick, very good.
Oh wow! See, this is why I want to watch this, man. Petric, Alessio Romagnoli. Oh, that's gonna be mad. Lukaku versus Romagnoli. Adam Marusic, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, Danilo Cataldi, Matthias Vicino, Felipe Anderson is that West Ham player as well. Ciro Immobile, Mattia Zaccagni. So I mean, look. You've been watching a little bit of Serie A, obviously not a little, quite a lot. Ryan, thoughts on this clash between Lazio and Inter Milan?
It's gonna be. This is actually one of the matches that I was gonna watch regardless, because I love what Sarri is doing with Lazio. I think that with him getting less big names, with players that he could really coach his philosophy with, I think that they are going to be right on the verge of that Europa League spot. Who could possibly push into a Champions League spot if everything goes to plan? I think right now, I think like say Juve and Roma is that at that level at number 4, right? I think Napoli is number 3. In the two Milan clubs, 1 and 2, but right after that number 4 spot, I think there's Lazio and
Roma.
probably Fiorentina.
Wow,
So
Fiorentina as well.
yeah, I mean Italiano is a great coach. I think his philosophy of football is up there. I think he's going to be a top manager, probably next Juve manager one day, or at a huge club. So
By the way, I just want to say the atmosphere. I don't know, people like if you're getting to watch this, I'm seeing the entire stadium. It looks epic. Stadio Olimpico. Wow, that looks mad. The atmosphere in there. Are you boys seeing this?
the football heritage.
That is incredible scenes, man. That's
Yep.
brilliant, bro. Wow. I love nighttime football, man. It's so gorgeous. The women too, by the way.
Wait till we visit the San Siro, Miz.
Oh, bro, it's gonna be lit, isn't it? But yeah, continue, Ryan, bro. In regards to Italian league.
No, I just think that Lazio is a very good team. This is Sarri's second season, so let's see how much of his philosophy could really be in to this team. Inzaghi, top manager. I think he was kind of unlucky not to win it last season because of injuries, etc. So I think this is a season where Inzaghi. I'm of the belief that Inzaghi is going to be one of the best managers in the world soon. Best
Bro,
in the world.
someone just asked here, Ryan, after Tuchel, Inzaghi, as a question mark. Would you, Ryan?
Yes. Yes, I believe that Inzaghi, after Tuchel three at the back, yeah, I think that he, if you want to keep that three at the back philosophy, I think that he's way more attacking than Conte. I think he's inherently a very attacking manager. But as with any Italian manager, no matter how attacking you are, the base of the system is being defensively solid and organized. Even Ancelotti, inherently an attacking manager at Chelsea. But the base, if you check at all his clubs, very, very, very defensively organized. And I think that is something that Inzaghi has that balance with, a very good balance. Whereas I think Conte is more counter-attacking. I think Inzaghi is a more possession-based manager. So I would be
100%, man.
very happy to have him at Chelsea or my club, Barcelona.
You had to throw that in. Ishan, quite a few people obviously talking about Romelu Lukaku. He is going to be the biggest talking point for this match. Some people are saying he's looking skinny, bro. I'm looking at him. He is looking like sharp, bro. He's absolutely trimmed down. I mean,
I love how we all thought Lukaku was big. Not we, not me, but everybody. And then when you see him with his shirtless, the man just has abs all the time. He's just
yeah.
massive.
I mean, it's incredible. Ishan, bro, this guy, he's, let's be honest, I know he's screwed up for us big time. At the same time, I feel like we definitely didn't utilize him properly. There is a saying in football, Ishan, that players, they want to feel important. That's how they feel wanted. That's how they get their confidence, self-esteem. In Inter Milan, you can literally already see that how much he's loved and how much he feels like he's one of the most important players. I mean, are you still salty about Lukaku? Are you over it? How's you feeling?
I mean, he's supposed to be there. I mean, he's currently playing in Inter Milan, and I think so he should continue there. Regardless. I mean, I'm not saying that he's a bad player. I've never said that. I just thought that it wasn't a good match, him and Chelsea. The way probably you could say that the way we played did not cater to his style, or probably the way he was trying to improvise himself into the team did not work out, or probably his attitude, personality, characteristics, and probably the team chemistry just did not gel up, just did not work out. But at the end of the day, we know that if he's the way he played at Inter, whenever he was before coming to Chelsea, if that's the way he revives himself again at Inter, probably we can come down to the fact that and say that the way we played did not cater to his styles, and also the way Inter plays and the whole Inter Milan's ecosystem is really helping him to nourish, and so be it. We'll have to take the L there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Match is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly 60 of you guys are live. This is fantastic. A lot of people are saying, where can you watch it? A few people are saying it's on Voot. Any other places, Ishan, and also
Yeah, I can
Ryan?
give you the links.
My
Ryan, where are you watching from?
My classic answer is TV. So
This guy, bro.
yeah,
It's too funny.
It's like I'm getting from the antenna. You
I'm
guys
getting
get
from
an
the
antenna.
Ishan, drop some links in the live chat for people that want to watch the match. Kame is saying, Miz, thoughts on Arsene Zakarian. Look, I don't know anything about him. I just saw some compilation on the timeline. I had few people DM me. Looks like a very good player. All these talks about he's a KDB region and this that. Like, we need to calm down. I mean,
I think he's Ziyech with a right foot, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, but whatever the comparison, like whatever we are comparing him
Is it
with, which is
comparison?
yeah, I was gonna say compilation and then I say comparison. Whatever the comparisons are, like we need to just calm down, man. We were just he's how old is he? 19, is he?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he seems like a very good player.
Y'all seeing Dumfries' position, by the way. I just want y'all to watch Dumfries' whole match.
Look at him. He's in midfield. He's in midfield. Here we go. Inter Milan with the ball now.
What time are you on?
I'm on 17 seconds, 18 seconds, 19 seconds, 20 seconds. You're ahead of me, aren't you?
Jesus Christ. I'm on 3 minutes.
What? How's that? Oh my God. Why am I behind?
No, that's
Oh yeah, I'm back now. I'm on 3 minutes 10. I don't know why I was so far behind.
Okay, so now you're like around my time. I'm 3 minutes 9 right now. So
yeah, I'm 3 minutes 18.
Yeah, so it's only 5 seconds difference. So we could talk about the same things.
Did you see that? Dumfries with a shot?
I want you to watch Dumfries' position, bro.
Did you see Dumfries with that shot?
Yep.
Ishan, what time frame are you on, bro?
I'm just checking the links for the live share, and then probably I'll get back to the match.
Cool.
Someone said Dumfries is playing like a winger. My surprise.
There you go. A lot of people in Chelsea fan base were saying now I'd rather have Dujon Sterling. Do you know what I mean? Not even Raheem. Dujon, you know.
What did he say? What was that last word he say? You know?
You know.
I'm picking up the slang, you know. You got me picking up the slang, bro.
I'm picking up, bro. I'm picking up. It's on Voot, Ms. Why Ishan is checking so much. Ishan, bro, Roy's getting upset with you, bro. Come on,
bro. These are some, black stuff. these are some.
Roy, Ishan don't do any illegal stuff, bro. Ishan only he lives on the edge.
Yeah,
cops are literally circling his place every day.
Batman.
This is some Heisenberg shit, yeah? You won't understand.
Batman surrounding his house looking to see if he's using illegal links.
Yeah.
Illegal stream.
Come on. Sorry ball. I want to see some sorry ball, bro.
All right, guys, I've dropped 5 links. Just check whichever is running for you guys. This is some from the dark web.
I want you all to watch Skriniar
from the dark web, yeah?
You know what, Ryan? I'm keen to see Skriniar badly because I want to see why. And I get it. Maybe Skriniar doesn't want to come to Chelsea. That's fine. But I just want to see how is Fofana worth 80 million? Because for me, Skriniar, from what I've seen, the little of him, looks an amazing defender.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I want you to watch Skriniar, how as a RCB gets into fullback RB positions on the ball and off the ball, which allows Dumfries to be a right winger. So Skriniar ball playing from there is very good, and he defensively very good there. When needed, also he also tucks in as a CB because he's also a beast of a defender. So I just want you all to take notes of these things.
Here we go, Skriniar with the ball out wide to Dumfries. Dumfries back to Skriniar. Lazio looks like they're off the ball, 2 up front, 4 in the middle. Now they're pressing. Keen to
watch. What's the time that you guys are on?
I'm on 6 minutes 10 seconds.
Okay, so you're around. That's fine.
Are we close? Yeah, Ishan.
Not that much, but then it's fine. Because you know what, today I'm on one of these proxy links.
Here we go, Dumfries. Fainted across there. Whips in across. Oh, flicked through. By who's this guy, bro? Who's this guy with a beard in midfield for Inter Milan? Nicole, good to see you. Sorry on the screen. What else is going on? We got Fofana, yo. Okay, that's good news. Fofana, verbal agreement. I mean, wasn't that done already though? Like personal terms agreement?
That
Or do
was
we have
done
an
like
agreement with
last
Leicester?
year. That was
Do
done
we
like
have an
last year.
agreement with Leicester? That's the important part.
Well, I'm going out on loan this season, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm in negotiations right now before deadline day Tuesday. Personal terms might be agreed soon, so I'll
with
announce it.
Barcelona.
So right now, situation is being monitored and
Situation
assessed.
being monitored right now. I look, but personal
Is it
terms seem to
imminent?
be agreed.
Yes, is it
Um,
imminent?
it's not
Manager
quite
loves
here
you
we go at the
apparently.
here we go stage yet.
Are we one?
Manager's
Are we
really
one
keen.
step? Are we one step to here we go?
Two
Yeah,
steps. Two
almost a
steps.
here we
Two
go. Almost
steps.
a here we go.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we got this latest from Fabrice Hawkin. I don't know who this guy is. Journalist for RMC Sports, saying info RMC Sport verbal agreement between Chelsea and Leicester for the transfer of Wesley Fofana. Both clubs are close to completing the transfer, and agreement has been reached around a record sum for the 21-year-old. Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. And CFC Central saying this is T1. Same journalist who broke Koulibaly to Chelsea, Fofana close to becoming a blue. So this is going to happen, which is, look, take away the price. That's what's bothered me. Obviously, he's a top defender. There's no doubt about that. What hurts is the fact that Chalobah has to be forced out on loan, which is crazy. But it is what it is.
So I want you all to notice something about Inzaghi ball, right? What he likes to do is that he owns the ball at point A, right? And then when they decide to launch, the time the ball gets from A to B, meaning the first third to the second third, is within seconds, right? So he likes to rotate the ball around the first third, long, attract the opposition's press. When the midfield area gets some space, they don't keep the ball in the second third for long. It goes from it goes to it goes to C to A real quick, right? So they don't really own the ball in the midfield. So what they're doing here is they're really trying to attract that press from Lazio, and then before you know it, Dumfries, Lukaku, and Lautaro is going to be on that break in behind. So look already into the
Yeah,
final
did,
third.
did you just see that long ball from
Yeah,
deep?
that's exactly what Inzaghi used to do at Lazio too, right? Luis Alberto long ball to Savic head the ball to Immobile score. That's what he used to do. So Inzaghi was possession based, yes, but not possession based as in keeping ball in midfield. It's more that they keep the ball with that back three and that one regista. They push up their fullbacks, the wing backs as wingers, and they get the ball from the first third to the final third quick. There's difference in philosophy here. You could see a difference in philosophy. And this thing about people saying that Tuchel ball is defensive, etc. Look at our build-up compared to Inter Milan. Our build-up is probably one of the crispest in world football. How many times I say that on this channel? It's one of the crispest in world football because you could see here these players thinking where to pass right now. Thinking. We don't think when we pass. We get the ball from the first third to the second third within seconds. And we own the ball in the second third. But sadly, we don't have the press resistant number 10s or the 1v1 capability in our attackers to get the ball from the second to the final third through verticality. So that's just the differences here we're going to see.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. This is exactly what you've just said is what we are seeing as well. Let's see, man. I'm very, very excited about how this match transpires. Really
By
want
the
to
way,
see
Miss,
how.
I think
Yeah.
so. I've got a question for Ryan. Ryan, listen, to be very honest, neither of me and Miss, we watch the Serie that constantly, right? Comparatively to you. How would you compare Inter Milan and AC Milan, knowing the fact that these both two teams might be the biggest two challenges for the Serie A title this season?
I think that AC Milan, when you watch them name by name, except for like Rafael Leao, Hernandez, Tonali, those three main players, when you watch them individually, it's not big name players. What that Tonali side does, do they suffer for each other. They play extremely well as a team. Everybody is on the same page. They play extremely well as a unit. Put that togetherness together with individual brilliance of a Leao, of a Tonali, of a Hernandez, right? Of a, even a Giroud to head those balls in, etc. They have the ability to once again compete for that title again. I say with Inter Milan now, they have more established players because they've been competing for a title for about this probably 40 years now, right? If you think about Conte, the same players under Conte, like guys like the defender Skriniar, then they have Lukaku again, they have Martinez again, they have Barella again, they have Kalhanoglu. I don't know, I don't think he's playing today. But yeah, they have all these players, so I think it's gonna be great. But hey, I want you all to check something about. I know on the eye, right? People might say this match going kind of boring, right? On the eye, but I want you to see why it's not boring here. For me, if I was an analyst, right? Watch
Yeah.
the difference between Serie A and Bundesliga, for example, is that Bundesliga does marking from a more zonal capacity. So they would do, for example, they would do like a 4-3-3 press, right? Regardless of the opposition setup, they would do zonal marking, whereas they would cover zones, right? Certain areas of the pitch they would cover in defense and then try to sway the opposition the next way. That's basically what Bundesliga does with Preston, and all Liverpool does too. Where you check here with Syria is what they do massively is that they do man marking instead of zonal marking, right? So if you realize why it's so tough for each team to build up from the back is because each player is getting man marked and build up. And now this is where the chess game starts. How are you going to get your player unmarked? Because it's 11 versus 11, right? So it's how you're going to break away. Yeah, who is going to be the free man and build up? And that is the tactical essence of Syria there. How you're going to break away a man from his marker if everybody is man marking. And that is where the formations are to change, the rules are to change, the positions are to change. And on the eye, it might look so boring, like, oh, pass side to side, they pass the one player in midfield and it goes forward. But when they get that free man, it's all about the story and how that free man got free in the first place. And that's why I love Syria for. It's such a chess battle. It might not be the best on the eye, but it's such a chess battle. And it's probably some of the longest articles I take the right to because it's so intricate. Look at this Lazio trying to build the Regista man.
Yeah, bro, their build-up is brilliant, man. The way they just, just went around the Inter Milan press, and now Inter
Exactly.
Milan's defense as well is looking. Oh, that was close. I think that was Milinkovic. No, Immobile with a shot. Very close, that one. Close chance.
And that's the thing about Syria is that when they finally break the man mark with whatever tactics the managers use and the players use, they get from A to B to the final third very quickly. They don't waste time.
Have you boys also realized how Lazio entered the box? The wide player from the left took it to the byline, and then three Lazio players just roaming into the how often do we see at Chelsea three players in the box, man? Not so often, man. I don't think we always have that footballing IQ to stealthily go into the box. Like the way Lazio just drifted into the box with those three players, like they just know, man.
But the thing is, Miz, a huge thing is why. I want you to watch the wide players on each team and watch how much teammates is near the wide players. Right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Not many when the wide players.
Armpit, we watching Syria, we watching culture ball here, bro. Armpit, right? We don't care what for fun here, guy. We here thinking about tactics, culture, spaghetti, tomato sauce, right? Right, come. What I was gonna say now, okay, this is the problem is, and this is good for Chelsea fans too, right? A lot of people saying, where's our number 10s? Why do we have a line of 5 on top? I want you to watch these two teams, how much teammates each wide player has next to them. They
Barely any.
they would have one overlapping next to them. What that allows is the other players to get into number 10 positions, who would eventually get into the box to be our front three. Right? In the box, as you said, 3 players in the box. The thing is with Chelsea now, our wingers can't go 1v1. So what we need, instead of, say, for example, Mason being in number 10 areas, he has to go and help Reece James. Instead of Kai being in the box, he has to go and overlap and go and help Mason and Reece James, because both of them can go one.
Did you just see that hold up from Lukaku releasing Dumfries?
Yeah.
I don't recall that kind of play ever happening for Chelsea, bro. Where Lukaku, only time I recall is Arsenal, where Lukaku holds the ball, lays it off for Kovacic. Kovacic then finds a flying Reece James, and then Reece James scores.
Yeah. But you see what I'm saying, Miss? When you have so much players around your winger, because our winger can go 1v1, you're taking away players from the pockets. You're taking away players from the pockets to go around the winger. And that's the problem at Chelsea. All wingers can go 1v1, so we need to put 3 players next to them, and we have no one in the pocket, so we can't play vertically or centrally.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Lukaku just puts a header wide. Looks like, ladies and gentlemen, Fofana is gonna probably happen very, very soon, which is good news
We
for
got
us.
a breaking news here by Mr. Fabrizio Romano.
Oh, for Fofana, is it?
Yeah, Chelsea and Leicester are now on final verge of reaching full agreement for Wesley Fofana. Final details, and then here we go. New bid submitted today following Chelsea plan called on Thursday. Personal terms agreed weeks ago.
Wow. So it's done. It is done.
You're reading the wrong tweet, bro. Wow.
There we go. Chelsea and Leicester are now on the verge of reaching full agreement for Wesley Fofana, confirmed as Fabrice Hawkins reported. Final details then, here we go. New bid submitted today following Chelsea plan called on Tuesday. Personal terms agreed weeks ago. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to worry anymore. And I said it in my videos as well, that Leicester would be mad now not to accept this final bid, which is close to about 75 million, including add-ons, I think. But yeah, we can stop talking about the price from here on in. It is what it is. Fofana is our player. Very
price
soon.
Is ridiculous. Sorry.
I've said my piece about the price. I think Ishan as well on the channel said his piece about the price. Ryan, you definitely made your comments clear in Twitter, and it is what it is. I don't think any of us deny the fact that he's a top player. But with that level of money, I feel like there could have been other options as well in the market. But whether they wanted to come or not, that's a different story. But it will be very, very sad to see now Chalobah go. Apparently, Chalobah will be pushed out on a loan, and Inter Milan is being one of those destinations touted around, possibly even AC Milan. So we'll see.
But I still thought that didn't make sense. I mean, Chalobah leaving, even if we signed for
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
When you watch Lazio here, they build and play with a back three because Inter pressing with a front two, basically. So how they build with a back three. Like what Pedro was saying, using a back three allows them to keep possession of the ball and progress play easier.
Do they still have Pedro over there? What's their bench? They got Maximiliano, Adamonis, Antonio, Pedro. Come on.
There you
Come
go.
on, Pedro. I would love to see him come on in this match, bro. Luis Alberto is a very good player.
That guy is still electric.
Yeah, Pedro is still quick, man. Stefan
Faster than
Radu.
Mason Mount and Kai Havertz together.
Yeah, he's still fast, man. It's incredible. Yeah. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Hakan
Calhanoglu.
Chalanoglu.
Calhanoglu.
Chalanoglu.
Calhanoglu.
Very difficult to pronounce that name. Lazio free kick, and it's been defended by Inter Milan. And here comes Inter Milan for a counter. Lautaro Martinez goes for a long shot. That's a bit wild.
Have you guys seen this Calhanoglu's free kick from the center line goal? He scored a goal from the center line with a free kick.
Was that with AC Milan, bro?
Yeah, I think so. It was way back.
Maybe.
That was
Or
crazy.
maybe with Leverkusen or something.
I think
Yeah,
Argentina could win a World Cup this year.
Bro, this is it, isn't it? I don't know if Messi's going to be able to play another World Cup after this. They are set. Their team is set now. It is it. But I think Brazil will give them a good go as well.
I think Argentina is a better team than Brazil, though.
Yeah, they probably are.
Because
I don't think there's much
Lautaro,
in it. I don't think there's much
Lautaro, Messi, Di Maria on top. Also have Dybala on the bench too.
Rodrigo de Paul.
Also have this guy who plays for City now. The striker.
Oh yeah, Julian Alvarez.
Midfield they have Rodrigo de Paul, as you said.
Paredes as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Paredes.
In defense they have Alessandro,
Christian Romero. Out wide, it's their fullbacks. Who they got in fullbacks? I don't know if Tagliafico plays for them in fullback anymore. But they always seem to have players from like Boca Juniors, River Plate, or Argentinian league to fill in those spots. So this is the best opportunity. No doubt. But I think Brazil will go far as well, man.
I think the vibe in our Argentina camp is the best it's been for Messi's whole career right now. I think they're all on the same page. They all want to win. They're like family. The Argentina team is really like family now, And they're willing to suffer for each other. I feel like when they all had the big stars in one team, it just didn't click.
Yeah. Finally,
but I believe Copa America, they're not much tested. It's when you come to the World Cups, probably that's when you face the big boys. But I believe the teams in Europe bring out a different gravy in terms of competition for the American sides, and then vice versa. You know what I mean? So
I feel
it's going to be really interesting, man.
I understand the argument, but in next side, most of the players play in top European leagues and mashing up best players week in, week out. So
yeah, exactly.
They all have the individual quality. They all have the individual
Copa America.
quality.
You don't have the majority players playing in the biggest leagues, right? So you don't see much of that. And out of nowhere, they come up and come up with big surprises for the European teams.
Chalobah to Leipzig apparently is hot.
That would be a big team, though. Like Vardio, Chalobah. Then
It's a Champions League team, bro. Champions League
they
team
have
as well.
Rome. Then they have this guy with the big long name, Sozo something. Then they have Nkunku. Then
what about that Simikan guy as well?
They have Simikan, yeah. In the back three would be Simikan, Chalobah, Vardio. Then they have Rome. Then they have Campbell. Then they have Nkunku. Then they have on top.
Don't forget David Warner, the cricketer. Timo Werner.
Yeah, Werner, Olmo, Sozo something.
I'm keen to watch some Leipzig game, man. I can't wait, honestly.
There are guys who actually are saying that Leipzig is a dark horse this season.
I think Leipzig
for the Bundesliga. For the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
I think Leipzig has a better team than Dortmund. I think they're the second best team right now in Bundesliga.
Here comes Dumfries into the box. Well defended. He was trying to take the man on, but he couldn't. Oni Dagger. I think Ornstein now tweeted out as well. It's moving quick now. Yeah, there we go. David Ornstein. Chelsea understood have reached agreement. So, yep, here we go.
We should expect a here we go by tomorrow.
So I think we're gonna get Aubameyang too. I think we'll pay the extra 5 million.
Well, looks like we are screwing around with that Alonso. Like we really want to put Alonso in that deal and send
Barcelona
him
doesn't
the
give a
other way.
shit about Alonso anymore. So
Bro, Barcelona have found that Alejandro Balde guy, and now they don't want anything to do with Alonso.
No,
they just-
no,
they
it's
want
like
to
the main
that
reason
right
behind that is they've somewhat found a way to register Kunde
Yeah,
without selling further players. So they might not even need to sell Aubameyang in that case.
I think secretly they would want to because Depay isn't going Juve anymore.
Yep.
So they'd secretly want to get rid of Aubameyang, and then they have to buy Foyt too, and that will cost some money. So
Yeah, and to be honest,
I mean, we will have to buy Foyt too, and that will cost some money. So
and to be honest, like Aubameyang is not gonna get regular game time when Lewandowski is there. Like, I don't know, he can play on the left or right side as well, but he would want to play almost every game. And I think at Chelsea Football Club, he'll get that.
and then they have Fati, Rafinha, Dembele, Ferran Torres. That's
Ansu
4
Fati the other day.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
That was unbelievable, man. Honestly.
Okay, I have a suggestion for you two, right?
Hmm.
If you want world-class football and watch-alongs like Serie, right? It could be real tactical like this, right? Not easy on the eye, but it's just so much details. You have to like sit down and write down and shit. But if you want the best football easy on the eye, I would say the teams to watch this season will have to be PSG, number 1. Number
Yeah.
2, Bayern Munich. Number 3, Barcelona. You can't go wrong with those 3 teams. Can't go if you want to be entertained and laugh and watch people take 1v1 and through balls and this and that. Those are the 3 teams to watch this season. The best, prettiest football you're gonna find.
By the way, I don't know the name of the PSG's new manager, but that guy's making
Galtier. I think
Did he win the league
Galtier.
with Lille or something?
He won the league with
With Lille, right?
Lille. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Oh,
He's
the
a
way
good
these
manager.
guys have started playing now, man, it's scary. When if Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, actually gels up.
I've never seen PSG so focused. They actually care about the league as well proper. They are going out there demolishing teams.
And they press a lot too. People say like that front three don't work hard, and then you should watch it like a machine.
Yeah.
Normally, when you watch PSG, they don't really care about the league because they know they could close their eyes and they can still win it. But this season, they're not even taking league lightly. You can imagine it's burning in their eyes how much they want Champions League. I think they're a top shot for Champions League this season.
Yeah, 100%. And
but then again, they're top shots every season.
And their informed front three is enough to win them this.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Messi's gonna have a big season this season.
Mm-hmm. Boys, you guys down for some PSG games?
Bro, I watch PSG every week regardless, because you have to watch that front three, man. You're not gonna get it. Might get it next year again.
Exactly. How are we not watching Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, bro? Like, this channel needs to be watching them.
And then Verratti in that midfield, and Nuno Mendes, then you have Hakimi, then you have Ramos, Kimpembe, Marquinhos.
Look at it, bro. Can someone put this brother here? He's moving wild. This Real Madrid fan. He's a Champions League winner. This guy, bro. This guy, bro. Calm down, all right? I can't wait to bring you on when Real Madrid's playing. I hope Real Madrid loses as well, so we can laugh at you.
Bro. That 4-4-2 they run and 4-4-2, 4-2-2-2. Really nice football to watch.
Boys, do you remember that El Clasico where Advait nearly cried in that match?
Days,
yeah.
And you almost cried when we were leading as well in the Champions League game. Remember?
Yeah, how quiet did he go? Lucky we didn't beat them, bro. Our stupid team did not know how to keep a 3-0 lead.
For 8 minutes.
For 8 minutes, bro.
Actually have like the best fixtures in the next month written down. I mean, let me see if you have anything I could supply to you all and what y'all
Talk
could
to me,
probably
bro.
watch,
Talk
because
to me.
I'm gonna cover these games on my Twitter very soon. So what we have here, guys, is that I'm going from next weekend, right? Not this weekend. Next weekend it has Milan versus Inter, right?
Ooh.
That's Saturday, so it'll probably be
Wow.
Sunday for you.
This has to be covered.
I'm talking like a day before you, right, Miss? So you just will have, if it's Saturday, Sunday for you.
Yeah.
Chelsea, West Ham this Sunday, Man U, Arsenal this Sunday. Going back to the Saturday too, it has Barca versus Sevilla, big match.
Oofed.
And yeah, that's just next weekend alone. And it has Lazio versus Napoli, next big match. Huge,
bro. We're going to try and cover as much as we can everywhere. What's this? 16 minutes ago was this? 16 minutes ago. Chelsea and Leicester are now on the verge of reaching full agreement for Wesley Fofana, confirmed. Fabrice Hawkins reported final details. Then here we go. New bid submitted today following Chelsea plans called on Thursday. Personal terms agreed. Ladies and gentlemen, after this match, we will cover all of these news. So don't you worry about anything. Maybe we might even have the boys, and we might as well just do another live or something, but it won't be the longest live. It'll probably, because I want to be able to cover this news, a couple of other transfer news, and then wrap it up with the preview of the Leicester game as well, which is it's funny, just before the Leicester game that this news is dropped. So we'll see how we work it out. Ganswood is saying, Miz, you better get that song ready. No escape, bro. I don't know. I'll see if I can. Look,
I don't know.
Honest,
Maybe the price is not worth that song.
See, this is the thing. As much as I love the player, and I've been so excited about all the other signings, I'm excited, but for some reason something inside me is like, that price is mad, and plus the fact that Chalobah has to get sent out. I don't know about having a song for this, but Lazio very close to getting a goal there. Well intercepted. Who's this? What's his name? Zakagni.
Yeah.
Is he any good?
Yeah, very good. He's the one who displaced Pedro. So Pedro was main starter last season, and Zakagni came in. It's fantastic. So
75 million plus add-ons. Here we go. Well, there you go, man.
I think so. This is one of the very few signings, means where we've seen like the fans go 50%. It's like 50% of them are like, yeah, it's a good signing. If the money, we got the player, and the other 50% is like, nah, not happy at all.
I saw a funny tweet the other day. It was like, we should add on difficult add-ons, like if Tuchel plays players in their correct position for 10 matches in a row, then they could get 10 million add-ons, because that would be impossible add-ons.
No, absolutely, man. PYS, everyone's saying PYS means PYS. Okay, PYS, man. Let's have a look. PYS. Meanwhile, Lazio, well defended that time by Stefan De Vrij. Okay, what has this guy got going 4 minutes ago? According to L'Equipe, Chelsea will pay 70 million plus bonuses that could make him the most expensive defender in the world. Yeah, I'm not surprised, man.
I think at this point, everybody's just going to send the same news now.
Yeah, they're all saying the same news. But bottom line, this is happening. It's done. Like,
stop making Miz have to go in his browser.
Yes. Stop annoying Ryan. He's already hitting it.
Yeah, man. Jeez, we know he's coming, man. Yeah. God. But my whole thing is that, okay, this is Friday. We're getting nearly here. We go for Fofana. I said we need to get this Aubameyang thing done.
Have to.
By Monday,
and then 100 million for Gordon as well. We need that. We need to spend that money.
Yeah.
No, it's a necessity. Okay. That makes us title challengers, by the way. Get Gordon for 100 million. Oh, Lazio. Who had that shot? Immobile. Oh, man, he should have scored that, bro. And here we go, Inter Milan, straight away, box to box, counter attack. From one end to another, there's Lautaro who's free, and he gets the ball. Oh, well defended, Lazio. good proper end-to-end football there.
Yeah, no, but realistically, Miz, right?
Hmm.
We all want Aubameyang here, or is it just me?
Nah, bro, I want Aubameyang. That's the one that I want to sing, bro. I can't wait to
Obama who?
get my mic out and
If we
just
get
go
him
Obama
by
blood clot yang.
Monday, Tuesday, it leaves us deadline day to get one more signing, I believe.
It's going to be Anthony Gordon. You know that.
Yeah, 100 million.
It won't be
Nothing
100
less than
million
that.
though. Lampard's mad.
I don't know, you know. I don't think we would do a lot for him, you know.
Cross coming in. Oh, Lukaku.
Lampard in his press conference was like, Chelsea did not bid for 60 million pounds. No, Chelsea did not bid.
Lukaku should be putting that away, right?
Yeah, he needs to put that away, bro. He needs to.
Drake tweets, bro. Yeah, bro. All the Mount fans just hurt my feelings so much. I tweeted Drake lyrics for like 2 days, and I changed my profile picture to Drake with braids, and yeah, I had to, bro.
I think it's going to be a wild end to the market because I can't see how. Well, Callum Hudson-Odoi, he doesn't even play for us anymore, so he's got to go. So you'd expect someone to come in for him. Hakim Ziyech as well. You know he doesn't want to stick around. Something has to give. I actually got a theory for Hakim Ziyech, which I want to make a video on. My theory is maybe, just maybe, we could get Rafael and we send Hakim Ziyech there. Maybe. That's a possibility. That's the only way I see the Rafael situation happening.
I feel it's difficult. Rafael, the situation at this late.
I think it's so difficult now, man. Like,
so it's difficult because Milan is not going to go down with the price tag. That's what I know.
Yeah, the title challenges now.
But
apparently he's got some court case, boys. He's got some big time court case. He owes like 20 million or 16 million to Sporting.
Yeah. Now, even if you neglect this court case for once, I think so. The price tag is
and Lazio goes ahead with Felipe Anderson. What a cross into the box.
Ex-West Ham legend, yeah?
Ex-West Ham player. Brilliant cross. One end, you had Lukaku who had a chance and fluffed the header, and then the other end, Felipe Anderson with a very, very well-timed header that time. 1-0. That was actually well played. Who put in that cross? Was it Milinkovic Savic put in that ball?
Not
I want to see who put that ball in.
Probably Vecino.
Oh, it was Savage, bro. It was Savage.
What a ball.
That's an unbelievable ball from Savage, man.
That is some Savage pass.
That is Savage from Savage.
Yeah, that is some Savage pass.
Boys, if Milinkovic Savic ends up going to, he's been touted with Man United or Arsenal. I don't know whether it's.
I think Liverpool should get him.
Ooh, what a call, Ryan. What a call. Bro, he would be good for Liverpool.
Yeah.
These guys, did you see that ball, boys, from midfield? He just looks up and just finds absolutely obliterated that back three.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. He just ignored all the mess in the middle and straight away.
He just said, you know what? I ignore all of this. I don't want all this noise. I ignore. Wow.
Yeah, Miss, here, Mystic Ryan, right? Here, what I would.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, I had to cut you off.
I know right now. We had to watching the game after a while, right? I mean, so Watchalong, right? But you see what happened in that build-up, by the way? Barella acts as a fullback, allowing Dumfries to be a winger.
Yep.
That happens a lot too with Barella and Hakimi. Look at Dumfries' position there. Look at where he is.
Oh. Yeah.
And what does that do?
Well done.
It allows Barella to get into the pockets there. And now they have a crowded box of Inter players. Yeah, and they have them from all angles too. You have a front three, you have wide players, and you have player in the pockets. So it helps having a wing back who can do that profile, and that's why I think that Tuchel wanted Anthony Gordon. To be honest with you.
Look, I've got no issues with getting Gordon, man. Like, he's a good player. I've always said he's a good player. I've watched a bit of Everton last season. It's just the price tag is
And
these
that is
days.
mad.
It doesn't matter.
I tweeted something today. I was like, well, Gallagher had a better season than Gordon last season, so we should be selling him for 75, right?
Bro, I said Armando Broja had a better season as well. He's banged in some goals. How much is Armando Broja worth?
Yeah.
He's worth at least 100 million.
Good point. At least 100 million.
No, at
Hey,
least 100 million, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw my tweet, but I was getting cooked for it, right? I know we shouldn't use SofaScore a lot, right?
Ishan's not on Twitter, by the way. Like, I
But
mean,
hear
he
this,
is,
right?
but he's not.
So I was like this, right? Fofana's
Yeah.
best season in the EPL, 7.00 average rating. Chaloba's first season in the EPL, 7.23 average rating. One is valued as a loan, the other one is valued at $85 million.
85 million. No,
That's crazy
facts.
to me.
That's crazy.
And
That's
it's
crazy.
not.
I think so.
It wasn't a knock on Fofana. It was just a knock on. This is a 20.
Yeah. I 100% understand. I mean, Ryan, listen, Twitter is such an easy platform to misinterpret whatever your thought process is. So I think so. What Ryan, you wanted to say is, you're not questioning the talent of that guy. You're not questioning the ability of that guy and ability to become a big player. It's just that whatever his output was until this day, just does not justify the price tag that has been put on him, right?
And another thing I wanted to say too is that Chalobah is 22 years old. He walked into the Premier League and played at a high level. 80% of Chalobah's game, he played really well. That other 20%, yeah, but like the poster boys for Chelsea, I won't call names, but they get away from being so inconsistent. While you could say Chalobah was consistent, 80% of the times he played really well. And yet we're valuing this guy as a loan.
Yeah.
After at 22 years old, he was 22 last year, and okay, you want to talk about Fofana's contract? Chalobah just signed a contract for 2026. In my argument, I should say Chalobah should be at least 60 million in this market.
100%, man. Look, this is my final thing about the whole Fofana Chalobah. The whole Azpilicueta, like, I fully expected Azpilicueta to move on this season.
That's the important point. I think so. Yeah.
See, that's what's put a spanner into the whole mix, because him staying, well, he's most likely going to be.
Let Chalobah leave, right?
Yeah, like him staying is going to eat up either minutes in RCB or also in wingback position as well. Now, for neither of those positions, I think he's capable at the moment anymore. Like, I love Azpilicueta. He's a legend. He's a leader of the football club. But age has caught up on him. And it was time that Chalobah took those minutes. But him staying for further 2 more seasons meant us getting Fofana, which I understand the theory about getting Fofana as well, because Silva is probably not going to stick around after end of this season, maybe 1 more season. So we want to make sure that down the track we're not in this mud where we're looking for CBs, and we've got a young CB like Wesley Fofana. My only gripe is, Wesley Fofana, you better stay with Chelsea Football Club as long as you can, because as soon as PSG come knocking on the door, you better not do these shenanigans that you did with Leicester. Like, you better stay, because our vision to get you is long term. So Aspi's situation kind of messed things up a little bit for Chalobah. But can you imagine, boys, in a season where Rudiger and Christensen gone, Chalobah still finds himself out on a loan? Like, 2 big defenders gone, and Chalobah still finds himself out on a loan, which is quite mad. It kind of gives me the feeling maybe Thomas Tuchel didn't really rate him at the end anymore.
Yeah, I feel so too. You could tell that. But I was just thinking, as an inverted fullback, he would have done really good too, because I think that Tuchel is going for a 4 at the back, 3 at the back hybrid. I really believe that.
Ryan, just before you start, I just want to have a personal one-on-one message with Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm only going to say this once, okay? Because I see you comment on my channel. I see you comment in the live chat. There's no need to be aggressive, my man. Like literally, I'm putting my two hands together. I'm being very sincere to you. I'm asking you, please do not be aggressive with the way you're commenting, either to me or anyone else in the live chat. This is football, my man. No need to be aggressive. Calm down, talk sensibly, make friends.
Yeah.
Be a part of a society where you can make friends. You come in here and talking the tone that you're talking in, and you do that to me on a regular basis. I don't reply to you because you're disrespectful, my man. I try to be as respectful as possible, have a very good community here where we respectfully talk. You've got problems with our opinion. That's fine. No need to be aggressive. Do you think I agree with the boys and their opinions all the time? No, but you don't see me going around saying, Ishan, WTF, you got no idea about this, that. Like, I don't put him down. I don't put Ryan down. Ryan doesn't put us down. Just calm down, my man. Relax and enjoy the football. Have fun, man. You get one shot at life and you're going to spend that entire time being upset. That's a sad way to live life, bro. That's all I'm going to say.
And this
I
is not
see
just
any more
Jimmy, but probably
aggressiveness, I
everybody.
swear I will block
Hey, yo,
you.
Miz, that was a nice clip, you know. Maybe you could just cut out his name and put it on Twitter too. I really like that.
Yeah. Oh
that
my
message.
days.
Yeah, you can cut out
No,
his name, of course, because we don't want to call anybody on Twitter. But I mean, it's a nice message, though. Like, this should be a community
Yeah.
about making friends, talking about football. Like me in high school.
One more thing, Ryan. Sorry, Ryan. I'm going to let you unleash very soon. Here's
Unleash.
again. It's not aggressive. It's football talk. We are men. No need to show your manhood. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No
we
need to
don't want
come
to
here
see
and show your
manhood, bro.
manhood. It's not aggressive. It's football talk. Calm down. I don't understand football talk. I understand normal talk. Normal talk. Okay.
or it's just a kid who's just.
We are men. We are men. You're not really acting. Don't come around flexing. Do you know what I mean? No need to show your manhood here.
Yeah, we don't want. You can't be showing manhoods on stream, bro. That ain't PG. But like Ishan got it. Ishan got the joke, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ryan, you were saying, bro.
Thanks, Ishan. Thanks for that laugh. Bro. That's a genuine thing. But yeah, what I was
RIP
trying
Jimmy,
to
though.
say is that in high school, like all my friends, we support different clubs and we like arguing all the time, but we don't argue in an insulting way. You know, we all friends there. It's a community to make friends. And I don't know why people always have to be so angry and bashful. Like if they never had friends before in high school or something, like they'll just they don't know how to sit down on a table and talk and eat wings and just like have fun with each other, even though we disagree. It's just so weird. But
Why does it have to be in arguments, bro? It's
I don't
boys.
know.
I want to share something with you. I'm pretty sure you guys are probably in the same boat. And to the live chat, nearly 100 of you guys are live. Like life has a lot more serious stuff to be angry and upset and emotional about. Football is one place where we can come and yes, have your banters and have like. Why do we need to come here and fight against each other? Like, this isn't war, man. Like
Whoa.
this is. I don't understand. Like, don't you guys have other things to be upset in life about? Football is a place where you come in and you enjoy, you collaborate, you talk. It's mad.
Yeah, but Miz, I want to talk about Mystic Miz, right? I mean, not Mystic Miz, Mystic Ryan for a bit, right? So I think would be feasible without Gordon, right? Hear me out, right? Miz, don't laugh at me. And don't all right, so I say Young by Monday, Tuesday. It gives us until deadline day, until Friday morning or Thursday night, right? To really complete this. I think that instead of Gordon, there's a player with 1 year left on his contract we could probably get for 25 mil, who is not really playing that much right now either. And he could do that Gordon role if we really need him to. We could sign him on a 3-year deal, see if he does well. Worst case, we could offload him. He could be a backup. Adama Traore, right wing back. Why not? 25 mil better than 60 mil for somebody who just had one decent season. Not okay, not very good. Decent season. Adama Traore played in a possession-based team in Barcelona. His link-up play has been good. 1v1 ability, good. I think he could seriously fit in here. And Adama for 25, and then deadline day, another player 1 year contract, Zaha for 30. Boom. Two good players for the price of one Gordon. And you fill into so we get Fofana, Aubameyang, Zaha, Adama Traore. And it leaves the door open for next season to get Nkunku and Leao, and those new signings could be our depth. Why not?
I mean, Adama Traore, I hear you. I'm very surprised that we're not linked with him this transfer window. We were linked with him last transfer window, if you remember, Ishan as well, right? But yeah, maybe as a depth, perhaps Adama as depth, definitely not a starter. His stocks have gone down massively, but he does have the ability.
It is.
Yeah.
I think there's high competition for Adama. And it's not going to be high competition as in Loftus-Cheek. It's going to be high competition as in Chilwell. I'll tell you something. I think we're going to go with a 3 at the back, 4 at the back hybrid, right? Whereas no matter the names in the 3 at the back, Cucurella and Reece James is going to play as fullbacks in a back 4 on the ball, right? So that leaves one of our wing back to have a free attacking role. It will either be Adama or Chilwell. I think that will work perfectly. Both of them, who is the best? Who could fight out for it? Because I still feel Chilwell has a lot to give. And Adama, you said, has a depth, a lot to give. And even Loftus-Cheek, if he wants to fight for that role too. But I think the best they're going to get is Cucurella and Reece James in that fullback capacity.
100% agree.
Because
I agree with that.
If you watch Cucurella's matches, right, his ball playing ability from wide midfield is so elite.
Very good.
Line
very,
breaking
very
passes
good.
to the feet. And that is why City scoped him out. Because he would have been a perfect inverted fullback. And that's exactly what he's doing here. As a LCB, or he's been an inverted fullback basically for us. You don't see him as a winger. He's not there winging it up. He's there playing vertical passes straight to the feet of Sterling, straight to the feet of Havertz, straight to the feet of Mount, which is perfect. So I think that having Chilwell or Adama in that free attacking role would be way better. I mean, 20 million for Adama, 25 million for Adama is way better than 60 million or more for Gordon, because they rejected 60, right? So they want more than 60.
Do you know what? That part I agree. That part I actually agree, because you got to look at value for money, right? Value for money. So if Adama is worth about, I don't know,
25.
10 to 15 million maybe, I don't know.
Even 25, not bad in this market, because look, this Kyle Walker-Peters was more than 40 million we linked with.
Yeah. I think Adama Traore, let me have a look. I don't
There's
think
1
he's
year
got
left.
much left.
No, 1 year left, so we can get him for about 20.
Bro, we should be able to do that. Yeah, even 15, I'd say, right?
Baby
Because
oil
his stocks are
merchant,
low.
no way. Bro, bring me baby oil merchant. That's going to be my new Twitter name if I get him, bro. And I was impressed with him at Barcelona. He did really well. Of course, he had to compete with Dembele, which is not good competition, but he did really well. Yeah. I think he's good.
He ended up getting like 5 or 6 assists or something like that, didn't he? Something close to that.
And then he brings that 1v1. He played as a right wing back already. Gordon never really played at right wing back before. He was one of the most influential players in that Wolves team that was so good under their past manager. I mean, for 25 million is way better than 70 million for Gordon or 45 million for Kyle Walker-Peters. And then it still opens the door for getting Zaha for 25 million. Why not? Zaha has more goals than Chelsea.
Since we're talking about this wing back, Ryan, very quickly, probably last watch along, Miz, you and I had a deep conversation regarding Loftus-Cheek playing at the right wing back position. On the subsequent episode of All You Can Eat, you guys had a brilliant conversation on RLC and Reece James playing in the right wing back. What's your thoughts, Ryan, on Loftus-Cheek playing as a right wing back player?
I think that Loftus-Cheek, when I think the right wing back space against medium to high lines buys him enough space in that right side pocket. You know how Trent Alexander-Arnold gets a lot of space in that right hand side pocket? I think Loftus-Cheek, when he gets that space in that pocket, he does really good. He wouldn't have the ball playing as Trent, But what he does, he drives the ball forward, right?
Mhm.
He does really well with that space. But what I'm saying is that against lower lines or lower blocks, when our wing back needs to have 1v1 capacity as a winger, I think that's where he will get found out. And that's what happened last week. He got found out when he had to act as a winger. Against
Yeah.
Tottenham, he got to act as like a wide RCM, basically.
Yep.
But when push comes to shove, he's very limited when it comes to. It's like a cricketer who could only hit a six straight back. But anything on the offside, he can't hit, and that is the same thing with Loftus Cheek.
No, absolutely agreed, man. Um, I think I think I think tactically, I feel I don't know exactly what Thomas Tuchel's plan was with the wing backs, but I felt when you see and Ishan and I, we were doing the watch along, when we were getting mauled in that midfield, I felt it would have been better had Ruben Loftus-Cheek come in a little bit closer to midfield and played those link up and allowed Conor Gallagher an option to release the ball to him as well. Similarly with Cucurella, but I felt our wingbacks were so wide, it really isolated Jorginho and Conor Gallagher in the middle, and then three, sometimes four Leeds midfielders. They were very compact. They didn't care about the wide spaces. They were so focused on just eating us up in the middle. I felt like we missed a trick there. Now, I don't know whether that was Tuchel advising the players to be as wide as possible, but somewhere along the game, it would have been wise had we just brought those players in and allowed our inside forwards to be the widest player. That's just one of the
The
observations
thing
that
is,
I had. I
like,
don't know.
I agree with in that capacity that, say, Loftus Cheek inverts, he has better ball retention in those areas than if Mason Mount inverts. Because Mason Mount, when he receives the ball on his foot, he gets pushes off, he gets bullies, he can act on the turn, right? But for example, how many times like, I called it out on Twitter today before the stats came out. I was like, during the match, I was like, look how much times Koulibaly played line breaking passes vertically. He broke that second line of defense,
Yep.
hit it
Yep.
straight to the foot of Mason Mount and Havertz, straight to the feet. Simple vertical passes. And you know what?
They just
Stats
passed
came
it
out.
back. They just passed it back.
No, they didn't. They got bullied too. When they
Yeah,
didn't
they
pass
got
it back,
bullied
they got
too.
pushed off like kids. Like if they
Yeah.
like there's like under 12s went to under 16 game or something. The thing is, I said, and then a stat came out 2 days after that Koulibaly has the most line breaking passes in the league right now. And
Yeah.
I think is Koulibaly came from a team where had Insigne. That striker, I can't pronounce his name, you know, it's not with a O. And I know how to spell it, but I can't.
Mertens. Dries Mertens.
Sound with a O, bro. Oh, bro.
Oh, Oshiman.
Like, yeah.
Oshiman.
Yeah.
Victor
So,
Oshiman.
I love the Ishan face just now. Yeah. But those guys have really good
Man
ball.
says started with O, and
That's
what
a
did he
good-
say?
no. But I said like those guys are custom. Okay, when the ball come to the feet, they could retain. Our players can retain this, and that's why we have a problem. Like, why should we have our wing backs act as tens, bro? Like wingers,
Yeah.
and don't tell me that. I love this. Ishan, let me hear this right from you. I want to see your face, right? Even though I could see it, right? Hear this right, Ishan. When it comes to Hudson Odoi and Ziyech, Tuchel doesn't play wide wingers. He plays number 10s. But when it comes to Mason Mount, Tuchel doesn't play number 10s. He plays wide wingers.
Yeah.
So when Mason Mount does bad, they say Tuchel plays him as a wide winger. But when Ziyech does bad, it's Tuchel plays him as a number 10. But isn't it the same position? So which one is it? I'm telling you, a proper winger is supposed to have ball retention in both wide and number 10 areas. Ask anybody. And the thing is, I know people are going to say, like, yeah, Mason Mount is not a pure winger. But if you watch his positioning as the free man in midfield, he gets into number 10 pockets all the time.
Yeah.
He just does not retain the ball in those areas. And it's okay for us to like a player, but also call where he needs to improve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And also another point adding to that, I think so, which Miz always used to point that out during Chelsea games, is that Mason Mount always has a natural tendency to drop back deep, from the left hand side, possibly carry the ball from that end, and build the play from there. That's what he excels in. Usually that is not done by Mason Mount when things go wrong. So that's one of the points where Mason Mount usually likes to drop that back deep. If you say
Yeah,
Mason Mount
he was
start,
a ghost in that match against Leeds. He really was a ghost.
yeah,
Yeah, I
if
think
he
it's
starts
like,
playing as a winger, probably not the best day for him, isn't it?
but it's kind of like Mason Mount has a free role. That's what
Yeah,
people say that this system limits him, but if he plays as a LCM in a 4-3-3, how positionally like discipline you have to be to play in a 4-3-3 because you don't have that extra centre back protecting you. So he has to defend in a 4-5-1 all the time. He can't run up and down like that all the time. He can't be free. This three at the back system, they don't know how much freedom this front three gets, right? Our wingers again to act as a central midfielder, a wide winger, a number 9, right? Our striker is going to act as a attacking midfielder, a winger, and a number 9. Our wing backs is going to act as a full back, as a deep midfielder, as a winger, right? Even sometimes as a striker, right? Our front five gets so much positional freedom that they would never ever get with a 4 at the back. And people say that this system limits them. This system relieves them of defensive responsibility, the attacking 5. You should see where Pep's wingers start from, where their starting position is. Watch where they are pinned down, those wingers, right? They attack as a unit, but they don't have enough, as much positional freedom as our attackers have. Watch the zones the attackers hit. Watch the zones, and watch the zones our attackers hit. Our attackers is like a treasure for them. They get to play anywhere they want, be the free man anywhere. And people kind of take that for granted, I think. If we had real quality in our team, you'd see how beautiful this system is.
Oh, for sure, bro, for sure. I mean, you can already see Sterling and then how much impact he has in the wider areas and how he's always keen to. His first instinct is to take on the man,
yeah.
whereas other players, their first instinct is, "This is too scary. I want the ball away from me. Take it
Because
away,
you,
hot
because
potato."
you'd remember, I told you just in the last watch along that we had, you'd see in the case of Mason Mount, and I think so. It's very well said by Ryan that the freedom, the liberty to move around, especially for the number 10s that we have in this system, does not offer for us if we play with the back four and conventional 4-3-3 or whatever the other formation we played. But you'd see on the very contrary in case of Mason Mount, if you'd see Mason Mount's heat map from the season that we had against with Lampard as our manager, that used to be very much versatile. He was all over the pitch. He was like the best player that we have. And now in this system, probably the last season and surely this season, the start of this season, his movement has been quite restricted, comparatively to the last previous season. So it has an opposite effect on Mason Mount's gameplay. That shouldn't be the case. Whereas I completely agree on what Ryan said, that he should be more mobile, knowing the fact that
Yeah, more mobile. You should be floating around
But
everywhere
I
and
mean, you have to
anywhere.
be careful with that heat map, by the way, because remember half the season was Lampard, half the season was Tuchel. What about the full season under Lampard? Like,
the first one, right?
Oh,
it,
Lazio with almost a chance there from
with prob-
Immobile.
No,
but
he wasn't he like the most player who ran the most around the whole ground, in a match for
Boys,
like
boys,
for the season.
continue talking. I just got to quickly pray. I'll be back. Okay.
yeah,
Right. Yeah, so it was like the breakout season for Mason Mount, right? Ryan and
yeah.
Mason Mount, Reece James should remember. And that season, like he was running wild every single match here and there. You'd remember we were playing a back four, and now with a back three and him playing as an inverted number 10, he should have been more mobile. He should have a more freedom, and that's what me and Miz we were talking about. When you saw in the last match against Leeds, where Conor Gallagher was struggling a lot, Mason Mount was nowhere to be seen.
And what? I agree with you there, Sean. What I think restricts him a lot too, a lot of people don't talk about, is that when he doesn't have a player to cover those right wing zones, he would often have to stay there a lot.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like if you watch this match, you see where Dumfries was.
Yeah.
If we had a player like that, a right wing back like that, because listen, Loftus-Cheek doesn't cover those areas, right? He doesn't play as a right winger, right?
Right.
If we
Right.
had a player like a wing back who could play as a right winger, you would
Right.
see Mason get a lot more freedom to drop into the pockets. And that is probably
Exactly.
why we
100%.
wanted Gordon. That's probably why we want a player. And listen, it's not only Gordon, right? It was
Yeah.
Rafinha at first. Then
Yeah.
it was Dumfries, Kyle Walker,
Dumfries.
Peters. It had
Yeah.
Nabry after Rafinha to play right wing
Hmm.
back. And now it's Gordon. It seemed that Tuchel wanted that type of wing back in one of his flanks
Yeah.
to unleash a player like a Mason Mount to really allow him that, because once somebody, our wing back, is engaging the opposition's fullback, now Mason could drop unmarked.
Hundred
But
percent.
now say our Loftus-Cheek is inverted, Reece James is inverted as right wing back. When
Yeah.
Mason drops, he's getting man marked because that fullback is not getting otherwise engaged.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that um Mason, that's one thing I could see. So see, I could watch both ways too. I was blaming Mason before, but I could watch that.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe some things in his system, restricts him sometimes, but it's not a systematic thing. It's kind of like a personnel thing
Yeah. Yeah.
in the system, and that's why we probably go in big box for that kind of profile of player.
Yeah. Yeah. But do you think, Ryan? I mean, uh, introducing Sterling to one of the flanks that we have done this season, that would help a bit. Improving Mason Mount this ability.
I think that
Because isn't it that we are talking about the same ability of players that we wanted to bring, right? Like a Rafinha, like a Dembele, and
so
like
you're
a
thinking
Dumfries.
like, well, I'm always of the belief that if we had to go to a 40 back,
Yeah.
we would need another pure defender after Fofana,
Okay.
because we don't
Yeah.
have enough pure central defender depth, right?
All right.
Thiago Silva, Koulibaly, Fofana, we need a fourth one because Aspi is not one pure centre back in a back four. Aspi,
Yeah.
James, Cucurella, and Chaluba is not pure centre back depth,
Yeah.
and I was of the belief that we needed that, right? So that's why I
Yeah.
think that we're going for this three at the back, four at the back hybrid here, where we're gonna basically have Reece James and Cucurella as fullbacks, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna have one of our wing back act as a winger, allowing Mason to drop in as a third midfielder.
No.
Understand that? So,
Yeah.
I think Inter just scored. Who scored? Lautaro.
Oh my days. They
Yeah,
scored. Yeah. Lautaro Martinez.
yeah. So yeah, understand that to extent. My thing with Mason is this, Ishan, is that
Yeah.
I think that as a 20-year-old or 19, 20-year-old, being a player who is good at multiple attributes is a very
Yeah.
good sign. It shows a player with a high ceiling.
Yeah.
My problem with Mason Mount is that he's going to be 24 in January.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
24 years old, I cannot safely say I know what Mason Mount's primary attribute is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
What
true.
is the one thing he excels in? And people
Yeah.
would say he's attacking eight, but then I would say as attacking eight, you
Yeah.
need to have the ball retention in the pockets under
Yeah.
immense
Yeah.
pressure. You
100%.
need to have vision under immense pressure, and you need to have ball playing ability under
Hmm.
immense pressure.
And which he was doing, for the first couple of seasons. Now it's like missing.
And the thing is, I would say that his ball retention under pressure was very good his first couple of seasons, right? How many times we'd see him as LCM on the half turn? Very good.
Yeah.
But I would think that Mason Mount hasn't improved his ball playing capacity under immense pressure. Let me tell you something. Mason Mount is very good at linking play
Yeah. Yeah.
under immense pressure. Those little flicks, short passes, etc. But when it
Yeah.
comes to actually raising his head and making that line breaking pass, that person who to create a chance under immense pressure, he can't. And
Yeah.
that's why I said that even as an attacking eight, Mason Mount isn't irreplaceable anymore. Because
Yeah.
there's many attacking eights you can name that would replace them, who's world class. Savage being one of them. And I think
100%.
that it's sad that at age 24 we don't know what Mason Mount's primary suit is.
Yeah,
And that's alarming, I think.
it is. It is. It is.
And he's a good
But do you
player.
think he definitely is? I mean, there's a lot for him to improve and a lot to learn and develop as well. But do you think probably Thomas Tuchel needs to take a blame for it somewhat?
I think I think I think when it comes on the starting position, Ishan, I have to be honest here.
Yeah.
Even though they a RCM and a RAM, like a RCM and a 433 and a RAM would take up the same number 10 zones. But I think
Yeah.
receiving the ball as a AM, he would have to do it more with his back toward goal, which Mason Mount struggles with. Whereas as an attacking 8, he would probably receive the ball more with his back toward goal and then do 1-2 touches and enter number 10 areas with his back facing goal, which would allow him a couple more seconds to find that pass to raise his head. So I would say playing with his back toward goal, he kind of struggles, and that could be a systematic thing with Tuchel where he haven't improved. But I would say that that's one aspect where the system lets him down. But the other aspects, though, ball retention under pressure, passing under pressure, raising his head under pressure, is the same as attacking 8 and as a RAM. It's the same. So it has plenty aspects where he didn't improve on, which is not the system's fault. And
do you know what? He's, and I've said it many times on my channel, I think you guys know it as well. I saw a really good thread yesterday off the back of something Ryan said. Someone did a really nice thread. And the final summation of that thread was, and this is something that I've said many a times on my channel, Mason Mount is a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good player. But he's not elite in any particular area. That's my thing. Now, if you call it pressing as a particular area, yes, he's probably elite there. But let me tell you something. Pressing is not something you do by yourself. You do as a unit. So when someone says he's a very good presser, your one-man press will be broken down if the rest of the team doesn't press well. And we've seen that. Mason presses well and the entire team doesn't press well. It all starts looking a bit strange. So pressing in itself, I don't think you can attribute it that it's a factor that you need to focus on too much. He does that well, but I don't attribute that as something that makes you world class. That's what I'm trying to say. Mason, in terms of shooting technique, has a lot to improve. Yes, he scores goals. There is good technique, but he misses a lot of opportunities, man. He missed chances against Spurs. He missed chances last season many times, and his shooting at times lets him down. His decision-making in the final third is not always crisp.
Yeah.
For him to play in that position, as Ryan has been saying, and I'm pretty sure Ishan has been also previously, in the position Mount plays, like that's where players like in the world stage, you have Neymar playing in those areas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh my days.
So when you
100%.
compare in that level, once again, I keep repeating, take away the Chelsea hat for a second and just talk from a footballing space. Now, if you think his levels, good for you. But this is just my opinion, is that he's good at many things, but he's not elite in anything. He's not elite. That's just my final thought. Red Hood, thank you so much for the super chat. Ryan, don't you think incorporating combinational attacking drills improve our attack on top signing skillful players? I think Ryan might have gone on a bit of a break. He's
Ryan is on a break.
I'd say he would say yes. Obviously combination attacking drills, but I will find it very, very difficult to say that Tuchel doesn't have any attacking drills. Like, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Thomas Tuchel improves the defenders. He doesn't have anything for." I don't think in training grounds he's just twiddling his thumbs. Like, I'm pretty sure they're working on attack now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Thomas Tuchel, Ishan, if you remember, back in Dortmund, how fluid that attack was. PSG, how
100%.
fluid that attack was. He was centimeters away from winning the Champions League with PSG.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I
That's
can't
what
sit here
that's
and
what you know.
say,
Yeah. That's what sometimes makes me sad, because the way Thomas Tuchel played with PSG and Dortmund was like full-fledged attack, full-fledged attack with a 4-2-2-2, or sometimes it was 4-2-3-1, something like that, 4-1-4-1, with PSG. A lot of times he played with 4-1-4-1 as well. Now coming at Chelsea, everything changed. He's changed the system, gone to a back three. Although, you could somewhat agree with is when he entered in this whole scenario in Chelsea Football Club, we could agree to the fact that the players that we have and the combination that was fitting catered to the back three and the whole build the back from play from the back. But then now, Miz, probably we've done good. We've done good. Won few trophies here and there. But now, Miz, knowing the fact that a lot of players are gone, a lot of players have come, and it's a whole rotation squad. Since Thomas Tuchel joined Chelsea FC, there's been a huge, change in the squad, right? Do you think that the players that we have on the bench here, the players that we have in the squad, actually fits into the formation? I mean, I know you like the word role, and I also understand and respect that a player has to catch the role, but that still means it affects a lot. You know that, right?
no, of course, there are certain players that don't understand the role in the system, or does not have the capabilities to play out the role the way Thomas Tuchel wants. By the way, this is actually turning out to be a fantastic game. 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. Inter Milan, Lautaro Martinez, quite a few minutes ago, equalized, and now it's becoming a bit of an end-to-end situation. Lazio now moving forward. I will answer that question. Just bear with me.
Yeah.
Immobile gets the ball into the box. And it's been negated. Okay, so this is why Thomas Tuchel is getting rid of many players. This is why, look at the Lukaku gone, Timo Werner gone, Malang Sarr. Who else went recently?
Christensen.
Yeah, so Calamutanador will leave, Ziyech. So look, he's going to get quite a lot of his players, quite a lot of the players gone, and this is why he's trying to bring in a lot of players. Look at Sterling straight away, understands exactly what Thomas Tuchel wants from wide areas. Take your man on, create chaos up front, be fluid as well. Look at the player he's bringing in, Aubameyang, who's going to be able to, once again, have clever movements in the box and, most importantly, hopefully finish. Look at Wesley Fofana that he's bringing in. Wesley Fofana can someone who can play in the RCB role, play in the CCB role, but be very aggressive with ball, with driving with the ball forward. He doesn't want his RCB and his CCB to just stay stationary. Sometimes we appreciate, not sometimes, we always appreciate what Silva does for us. But I think Thomas Tuchel wants a lot more from that position as well. He probably wants Silva to at times move up with the ball, bring that defensive line up, and act as that Marquinhos type of a role that he had with PSG. That ability. But obviously Silva is 38. Do you know what I mean? And once again, I'm not having a go at Silva, but maybe he wants someone new there for down the track, and who knows, maybe Wesley Fofana is that particular player who's going to be in that middle. So there is a lot of limitation. Jorginho, I mean, Ishan and I, we saw how easy it was for Leeds to just rip through Jorginho. As great as Jorginho is with the ball, there is limitations for this particular player. So, these players that he has at the time being, man, Immobile, he's taking on 4 Inter players, man. Wow. And he was going nowhere. But as much as we think he's got the players, but they all have limitations. This is why he wants to bring his type of players, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, man. And hopefully, once he brings those players in, that he's able to play his football in a more fluid
Yeah.
manner and in a manner where
Yeah.
the players understand. And I think us getting all these youngsters as well, Ishan,
Yeah.
is probably building up for the future that these players will be able to play Thomas Tuchel's style of football. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I definitely think, now looking at the players who've come in and looking at the players that we have, I definitely feel that, majority of the players are not 100% comfortable to what the position they're being playing. Just Ryan
Yeah,
gave a
yeah.
beautiful example of Mason Mount. He
Yeah.
can be one of the biggest examples. Look at Kai Havertz. We
Yeah.
don't have a position for Havertz.
Yeah.
Ziyech
Gallagher,
is
you think
leaving.
Gallagher's comfortable? Gallagher's not
Gallagher, no
comfortable.
position.
Gallagher's
Nowhere
not
he's
comfortable.
comfortable.
But Gallagher, I think Ishan has other deficiencies. I think Gallagher,
Yeah.
by playing in loan for West Brom, and this was one of my concerns, even when he was doing well, I was like, my only concern is Gallagher's loans were to West Brom, and Premier League loans were to West Brom and Crystal Palace. And let's be honest, Ishan, none of those teams hold possession.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You have to want the ball. You have to be able to be very comfortable with the ball. Gallagher's played for teams that were on the counter, Ishan. No time
Yeah.
to think, just pass and
Go on
release,
your
pass and
instincts.
release.
Yeah. Go on your instincts.
Now he's part of a team where Ishan, he has to be an engineer.
Oh,
He needs to be an
yes.
engineer. This is
100.
different type of football, man.
100.
So he has to improve his ball playing ability.
That's a good explanation, man. And probably people don't think about that, means because they've seen the output level so high from Conor Gallagher the last season that they've raised the expectations so much. Less do they know that both the teams play in a very opposite ecosystem. You know what I mean?
100%. And this is the thing, goals and assists, it's such a not a good way to look at a player, and
100.
it can be misleading at times.
It can be. Yeah.
You can imagine why Gallagher got those goals and assists. Like, you remember the goal that he scored against Man City, it was a counter attack.
Yeah. 100%.
So,
And
how many?
Miz, that's such a good point, because what we've noticed, you would remember, Miz, Conor Gallagher getting multiple chances inside the box or just around the box, but he's confused. Should he rely on his instincts, or probably should he pass around, look around? Because in the Crystal Palace it would be instinctive, and he was the main guy probably for them.
Yeah. Like,
Now it's like he's confused.
Exactly, Sean, because now he needs to be an engineer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, he needs to actually materialize an opportunity. In Crystal Palace, the opportunity fell because the opposition was forcing the play.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100.
Ryan is back, ladies and gentlemen. Miz, don't you think ball playing ability should be basic in football? You'd think so, right? You'd think so. But trust me, man, like, being able to hold, this is why people don't understand the value of Jorginho with the ball. Yes, Jorginho has deficiencies. This is why I'm very skeptical of Declan Rice. Because when Declan Rice comes to Chelsea Football Club, we are looking to hold possession 60 to 70%. Declan Rice will see a lot of the ball, and I don't think he's comfortable to see a lot of the ball. So you'd think it is a basic factor in football, but honestly, this is probably one of the most difficult part of football, to be able to, and this is why I have so much respect for managers like Pep Guardiola, to be able to drill a team that is so comfortable on the ball.
Yeah.
And this is why a lot of people appreciate Barcelona, because they're so comfortable on the ball with possession. It's not easy, man. It ain't easy. Or else then everyone would be playing beautiful football. And this is why I have so much respect for Graham Potter. That man is doing some unbelievable stuff
100.
that you should not be able to do with that football club, Brighton.
100.
Have a look at Brighton and their possession style football. It's unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, 1-1 after 68 minutes. This is actually turning out to be a nice, entertaining game. I want to ask the boys. Boys, are you guys open for maybe a max half an hour live? That's the max that I want to do with lives straight after the game, where we can just talk about the Fofana news, the new Russian kid that we're going for, and of course we'll do a quick preview of the Leicester game with our lineup. If you guys are up for it, max 30 minutes. I don't want to go any more than that.
Let's do it. I'm up for it.
Ryan?
Yeah, I'll probably can't do it because family having a barbecue. It's Friday evening today.
No problems, bro. No problems. Ishan and I will carry that out straight after the game. We'll do another live, ladies and gentlemen. So do stick around after the match. We will do a Fofana special. We will do that Arsene Zakarian. We'll talk a little bit about him, and then we'll talk about the Leicester game. Thomas Tuchel is banned for this Leicester game, so Thomas Tuchel is not going to be there. Fofana won't be there. Maybe they can go to a cafe together and have some coffee, some biscuits, and talk about some Chelsea tactics. We'll see. Miz, you get different types of players. Some like to play on the counter, and some like possession. Half of our squad are not good in possession. Spot on.
Absolutely. Bang on, man.
Yeah. I think we're overreacting or judging Gallagher a little too soon. We have to give him time to assemble into the squad and get to know the team before we judge him. I'm not judging him, and I'm not being overreactive as well. I actually wanted him to play against Leeds because Ryan and I, we've had conversations previously that I can't see why Gallagher can't do what Kante does with the ball. Off the ball, at least give us half of what Kante does. I think that wasn't asking too much, but Leeds absolutely devastated him. By the way, Pedro is on the field. Wow. Good to see an ex-Chelsea player there. But I'm not judging Gallagher. I'm actually saying let's be patient because we'll see if he improves his ball-playing ability. He has to, or else his Chelsea career will be dead. It's simple as that. Unless we bring in a counter-attacking manager, which I highly doubt down the track. Ryan, this is a super chat that Red Hood gave earlier on. Do you want to answer this?
Do you think incorporating combination attack and drill could improve our attack on top side and skillful players? Yeah, tactics could always improve attacks, but to be honest, before you can implement tactics, you need to allow players to have ball retention under pressure, making the right decision under pressure, etc. Because listen, we could have all the combinations set, but if Mason Mount don't control that ball and Koulibaly sends it vertically to him, no combination will happen. If Kai Havertz doesn't pass back 99% of the times, then you wouldn't get combination play, right? So then people always say like, listen, we have the least touches inside the box, etc. Well, my argument is also always, well, you need to get the ball inside the box first. I mean, look how much touches we have in the right before the final third or the beginning of the final third. The thing is that our players, our connectors of play, don't have the ball retention and progression in the pockets to get the ball to the final third. And that's the thing is, so I think that Tuchel has reached his plateau with certain players at Chelsea. He did so much creative things with us last season, and it's very underrated. For us to have our wing, it's one thing to have an inverted fullback into midfield because inverted fullbacks are really common. Even before Pep, it's very common, right? But to have our wing backs playing as number 10s, like I haven't seen that before, and he done so much like creative things with us just to compensate for the limited players we have. I think creatively we've just reached our plateau with these players. We've done everything tactically we could do to help these players. I know you're all gonna say forward the back, but I still feel a forward back wouldn't help as much with these players either, because they would have added responsibility. Instead of that freedom and attack, they would have to defend way more. They'd have to be more positionally strict to keep that structure in a forward back. So I think that we just reach our plateau with these players, to be honest.
Agreed. A few people in the Twitter timeline are saying, now that we got Wesley Fofana, perhaps maybe Koulibaly and Fofana in a back four. We'll see. Cucurella, Reece James, Koulibaly, Fofana. It's a midfield though. Like, yeah. Who are you going to have in that midfield? The DM, you'd think maybe Kante, but Kante's just not. Kante just can't stay, deep. He has a nature to chase after the ball. Like, he's not disciplined enough to sit as the deepest midfielder. If we had a player like Casemiro sitting in the base, then obviously you could play some of our eights. But I don't think any of our eights are in the ilk of Modric and Toni Kroos anyway. So we'll see, man. And this is probably the reason why we're still going to continue with back three.
But one quick point from my side on this. I mean, Ryan just told that we need players who, are more comfortable in back four, especially two centre halves, right? But we've got Fofana and Koulibaly for that. Don't you think should that be enough? And we've heard Cucurella say that he prefers being a fullback rather than a wing back, right? And we also have Reece James being versatile.
What a goal! Oh my days!
Wow!
Oh, what a goal! And I think it was an assist. Oh, it was a layback from Pedro.
Pedro assist.
What?
Is that Luis Alberto?
That was Luis Alberto. What a hit! I told you guys, Luis Alberto is a decent player, man, because I've watched him before, man. That is a banger. Wow. Sorry, Yashan, we'll come back to you very, very soon. But
as I told you, Lazio on the cusp of fourth place. This Serie are going to be competitive for that.
Bro, they've gone toe-to-toe with Inter Milan. I think they've been the better team, if I'm being absolutely honest.
Mm-hmm. Look at that stadium.
Oh,
unstoppable goal, by the way.
Too bad he wants to leave every summer. Too bad. Luis Alberto. I think that's a man Barcelona should have been in for.
Oh, what a hit.
Wow, that was picture perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, that was brilliant shot. Oh, wow. No chance for keeper. No chance.
No way.
Not a sniff of a chance. Goal Pedro assist, goal Lazio. What a banger. Yeah, Sean, continue, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was asking.
Four, right? And
I
think
I just wanted to say that
if Colwell was still here, pure centre back, it would have been possible to go to a back four. I think right now we don't have a next pure centre back.
So do you think, just to transition into a back four, defense is a problem and not our midfield? Where I thought midfield was the bigger problem.
I think both things could be true. Yeah, I think that having the protection of those three centre backs really helps Jorginho. I am all for the pros of Jorginho's game. I support the pros of Jorginho's game, but let's make no mistake about it. You aren't able. The physical deficiencies he has will always be something. And 1 year remaining in his contract, I believe we should really be on the verge to really scout this whole season and replace with someone who has. But you know what, Ishan, what I don't want to do? I don't want to compensate anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just like how people don't want to compensate for physical deficiencies from Jorginho. I don't want to get the opposite, where we have somebody physical, but we have to compensate ball playing wise with somebody.
Yeah.
I want someone who has both qualities, ball playing and defensive. Like, people think Matic was just a sitter. People forget what a good vertical passer Matic was.
Bro, he was a ball player. He was people
Brilliant.
don't understand. See, this is the thing, man. People underestimate even Mikel as well. How tidy he was in the back, being able to do those. Mikel was before we even understood the word register. Mikel was a register.
Yeah.
Johnny B. Mikel was a register.
Yeah. But I mean, like how progressive Matic was, bro. Like
Oh,
a Matic Fabregas double pivot, that was
that was gold,
man. That was man.
and then you have Hazard, Pedro, Costa on top.
Boys, remember Matic from sort of just above the halfway line, finding those vertical passes at times and
Yeah.
Into
opening up
Costa's feet.
space.
Mad. Yeah.
Into
How many times have you noticed, like when he opened up space for Hazard and with one pass? It's crazy.
The thing is, what I really liked about our front three is that people always talk about a player making himself available for the first pass. I always think about who is also going to make themselves available for the third and fourth man pass. That's the thing you need in possession-based football. It's like
True.
when Hazard dropped into the pockets and then you had that vertical pass from Matic going straight to Hazard's feet. Then you had Costa and Pedro surrounding, like for a third and a fourth man pass. Then on the other flank you have Willian waiting. Like all of that is what it takes. That football and IQ and ability. And that's the thing what I didn't really like about Kai. I think Kai is good at running in behind, but I think that he doesn't have the natural movement of a striker to know when to create angles to receive the ball on his feet. If you watch many times, Kai would be too close to Sterling and they would have nobody ready to receive that vertical pass from all midfielders. And I think
100%.
that's why Aubameyang
Right.
would be perfect, I think. He has those intricate
Right.
movements.
Ryan, you've been watching a lot of Serie A, and obviously I don't get to watch too much, but watching this game, there's one particular player I'm quite impressed with. I want to throw this name to you, see if you feel the same way. Lazio defender Petric. He seems like a very, very good defender, man.
I haven't seen much of him, because remember last season they had a different defense, right? I think they had Acerbi or how you pronounce it in defense there too. So it was a different defense, and then they had this other guy, this Brazilian guy too there with Acerbi. That was the two. Philip something. Philip Luis Ramos or something this man name was, right? But those are the two defenders now, so I haven't seen much of this other defender.
Very impressed with Petric, man. He's good awareness, good. Oh, Savage almost with a through ball for Pedro there. Savage again. Savage is all over this midfield, man.
I tell you,
Savage has been
Savage. People always talk about
Look at the way
Savage.
Lazio won that ball back. Wow.
Savage is one of the best ball players in that number 8
course.
role in world football. And I've said this, but people just think he looks big and beastly and think he's just a road runner. But Savage, man, the kind of
By the way,
line-breaking
Lazio playing with 3 at the back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. They have to break that 2-man press and that 3-man press, so they have to play 3 at the back.
Yeah, and they're doing it as well. They're breaking that 2-man, 3-man press.
That's what you see, miss. This is what I told you the beauty of Serie. They have a man marking philosophy now. Is how you're going to break the man marking. You have to change formations. Then the other team will change the formation, and you have to see who is the free man.
As you said, it's a chess game. It's a chess game.
Yes, it's a chess game. That's why I love Serie. So even though on the eye you might think, like it's not as fast paced as this or that, but it's really.
Do you know what? Ryan? Many Chelsea fans fails to see, and I know you and me, we've done so many tactical shows. Ishan and I, we've done so many watch-alongs. They fail to see how often we constantly change. They keep saying 3 at the back, 3 at the back. So many times that 3 becomes a 4. So many times.
Yeah.
We don't actually even play with a 3 at the back. Like,
People say people say our system doesn't, like, we playing people out of position, but miss, the only person who I could say again played out of position is probably Mason Mount and for sure Havertz.
Yeah, yeah.
But other than that, I don't see much because I think that, listen, even Ziyech at Ajax, there's many times he was playing as a number 10, even though he was a right winger. Right? It's not that he was just there hogging touchline every day. No, many times he would actually come and be a attacking midfielder when a play was built from the left hand side. So it's just Ziyech didn't adapt physically to the league. I'll be honest. Let's have it right, Miz. Let's have it right. Right? The thing is, Miz, other than Havertz, which I believe is still a attacking eight, number 10, and Mason Mount, who is a LCM, I don't know which other player with the remaining 9 players we have is playing out of position. And this is just this huge argument online that Tuchel plays everybody out of position.
No.
Don't call me Hudson Odoi either, because listen, he probably only played like a couple games at right wing back. Let's be honest here. Let's have it right. And then Loftus-Cheek only played a couple of games. And listen, 80% of the times Loftus played right wing back, it was for tactical reasons where we dominated having the extra man in Loftus in midfield. So it went right 80% of the times. And then when he had to be a winger, he failed, right? So let's have it right here. So all the other times, our centre-backs were centre-backs, double pivot was double pivot, wing-backs were full-backs, wingers was wingers. It's only Mason Mount and Kai. So...
Yeah, absolutely agree. Mason Mount for me is not that inside forward type of a player. That's what I keep saying. And Nishan was talking about, like, I focus on role. I focus on what is your role in the team. And then I judge, are you capable? People say, oh, Ruben Loftus-Cheek in right wing back. Okay, but what is he doing in the team? Box to box. Look at the areas he's taking, taking positions. Is it any different to what he does in midfield? The role is still the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is where, when I say Mason Mount's role or Kai Havertz's role, that's where I have a bit of a mismatch. Just what Ryan said is that I don't think Mason Mount or Kai Havertz fits those roles. This is what I've been saying many a times. Kai Havertz maybe just behind a striker as a central attacking midfielder, or as an RCM, right-sided midfielder, operating in those areas. I don't think he's a false 9. Do you know what I mean? Because he's not ruthless in his finishing. Yeah. Oh, that's probably a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. And it's a goal. Lazio with a Pedro goal. Yes. What a goal from Pedro. And they all go mad. They all go mad for Pedro. I have to tweet this. Pedro.
The inevitable.
He would still start.
The inevitable.
Messi, enjoy this match, bro.
I loved it, bro.
Tactically.
I loved it.
You know what I love
about brilliant.
You know what I love about it, Ishan, is like we saw that how we saw what I wanted to say about Serie is that man for man, they will always man mark the registers and the centre backs. And it's all about now, okay, you're going to change your CBs from 2 to 3. You're going to change your register from 1 to 2. Who's going to be the free man dropping in? And whether it's the fullback, whether it's the midfielder, how are we going to break through? And it changes 3-4 times a game. And that's why I love Serie so much. It's such a fun league.
Can I say something about this goal, boys, and let me know how you feel about it? Did you see, can someone tell me in the live chat, how old is Pedro? If you boys 35. Know as well. 35. Yeah, 35. Did you see his first instinct when he got the ball? Take the man on. Take the man on.
2 men was on him.
Take the man on. He cuts in, and his movement is still so sharp.
Bro,
this is still so sharp. And look at his technique in his shooting. Was there ever a doubt, ladies and gentlemen? 120 nearly. Was there ever a doubt when he took that shot that he was going to miss? No. It was always going to go into the back of the net.
Miz, listen, this is some classic Pedro goal. Yeah, this is some classic Pedro goal. Some La Masia thing, you know what I mean? That was beautiful by Pedro. He never loses it. He's got that
Ishan,
inside
I
him.
won't lie. I won't lie. Pedro still would start for us.
Yeah, he would. You should
I'm
tweet
not
that,
even
bro.
lying.
Tweet,
I'm not even
please.
lying.
Yeah,
Please,
my
tweet it. I want to see
days.
replies.
I did tweet that out. Pedro till today would start for us. I just tweeted it out.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Waffler.
100%.
Boys, can you tell me how Pedro doesn't start ahead of Kai Havertz?
Yeah, nah. I
Don't
would
make
I
sense,
would
man.
start Pedro every day. It would be some Thiago Silva-esque gameplay for him. I mean, the way Thiago Silva needs to show up every week for us, Pedro might need to do that as well.
I'll be fair with Inter Milan though. They was missing key players today.
Bro, they got dominated. I have
Don't
to
cover,
say, Lazio
bro.
played
Don't cover up.
brilliantly.
Don't cover up for Inter Milan right now.
Yeah, don't cover up for
No,
Inter.
well,
I know
they
you
didn't
like
have-
Inter, bro. I
they
know you
didn't-
like Inter.
They didn't play
Yeah.
Brozovic. They didn't
No.
play
Don't cover.
No,
Kalanoglu.
Brozovic played. Brozovic started.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Marcelo
Damn,
Brozovic.
man.
He was playing in the middle, bro.
Man got dominated, bro. Damn.
Yeah, Lazio took
Yeah.
them apart. Sorry, ball, you know.
Sorry, ball. Yeah. Ex-Chelsea
Alright.
manager, ex-Chelsea player, ripping
I've been
things
saying, I've
apart.
been
mate.
watching. I'm
I
like,
still think
this
Dzeko
is
better than
weird.
Lukaku though.
Oh, by the way, Lukaku ghost again.
No, Lukaku missed like about 4 chances, about 3 headers he missed.
Yeah.
Another shot.
It was
Calno,
literally
you
just
what up?
Lautaro.
Sorry. Dzeko, sorry, would have scored them.
Yeah, he probably would have those opportunities. But I'm not going to have a full-on go at Lukaku because Lazio tactically absolutely tore a new one. I've been watching this second half, man. Sorry, the way he's been able to hold possession, and every time they've lost possession, they win it back.
Someone said, Ryan, decide what side are you on, Barca or Inter? I'm a cooler, bro. I'm a cooler. Ryan is a cooler, bro.
I know for a fact, Ryan for Serie A, he loves Inter Milan. He loves Inzaghi. He loves Inzaghi.
I love Inzaghi. I want to say I love Inter Milan. But I love
Who's
Inter.
teams that you follow in Serie A, like you like a lot?
I don't have a club that I like a lot, but seeing how Roma fans are, I love that club. I just have this love for the fans, how passionate they are. And with Mourinho there, I would say that I would support Roma versus any team in Serie. But when Mourinho leaves, I don't know what I'll do. But as of right now, I just love Serie. I just love all the teams, to be honest.
Yeah, man.
How do you think very quickly on Roma? How do you think that Mourinho is making them play?
I think they'll come. I think they'll come third this season.
Third, yeah. Now that's a good shot.
I think they'll come. It'll be both Milan teams, Roma third, Juve fourth, and then we could see who fight for fifth.
Allegri is finished, yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think they've been really unlucky, bro. To be honest, with the personnel they have, like they signed Di Maria and Pogba. I mean, they had Rabiot playing on the wing last season. Like they just didn't. They don't have all the right parts for Allegri ball. But I would say that kind of pain to watch Juve play right now. But Juve versus Roma, though, I think that's tomorrow. That'll be big.
Yeah, apparently after the Chelsea game, but I'll be too tired after that game.
What time is Chelsea in the morning? Well, for night for you, right? 12 a.m.
Midnight. Yeah, midnight game for me.
Damn, you're gonna. What who we playing? Leicester.
Leicester, Fofana's team.
It's past team.
Team, exactly.
Wow, Miz, it's a 6-year deal.
But
60 230k apparently wages. I think.
My days. And Miz, we couldn't give that to Rudiger, yeah?
Nope.
Hey, we couldn't.
I really miss that guy, you know. Speaking about Rudiger, I love Rudiger, bro. Jeez, I miss that guy.
Man, I feel so sad for him. He's not bench warming in Real Madrid, like Miz told every single time. And that's
Playing right back.
that the grass is not greener on the other side every single time.
Yeah, bro, playing right back.
Grass is not green on the other side of the coin. But
You know
look,
what,
do you know
bro?
what? I have to say, from Rudiger's perspective, he wanted to stay at Chelsea. It's just unfortunate events happened, and we were not able to
And
give him
Christensen's killing
those.
it, bro. Christensen, they love him up there.
Bro, did you see Christensen in the back three in the middle CCB playing as a DM with the ball at
As a
times?
DM, yeah.
Christensen's supposed to be the heir to Thiago Silva. But I mean, with Christensen, I can't blame him. He's the only one to leave, so. I mean, he had a contract. He actually had a contract to sign. I mean, Rudiger didn't have.
He had a contract. He had a contract.
Yeah.
That's why.
So we can't really go what if with Christensen. He just wanted to go.
Yeah.
But very quickly on the midfield, Ryan, want to get your point on Jorginho is one hand, where you think the player's ability would actually be fruitful to us, and the other hand, what if we get a Frankie De Jong? That would have made sense to you?
I think, okay, I would always say Frankie could play as a regista, right? I would love him as a DM, but I think that in attack he does really good things as a 8 and number 10 positions. He's really good, neat dribbler, final pass. I think it would kind of hold him back having him as a lone 6, as a 6 alone. My whole thing is, Sean, is with a 3 at the back, you don't really need a DM. You just need 2 deep line 6s. Same thing with PSG right now. They're 2 6s and not really a DM. It's just 2 deep line midfielders, right? So I think that Frankie would have been perfect for us because he could do both roles. If we need him to be deep line one game, he could. If we need it to be a more Kovacic Roman role, he could. And then he also have the capability to play anywhere in midfield in a back 4 too. But ideally, I think he would have probably be worth having a more destroyer DM next to him.
Yeah.
In a back 4.
So he would have complemented Jorginho, yeah?
Yeah. He would probably do Kovacic's role, but better, honestly. Even though I rate Kovacic highly, though, I view Kovacic as a world-class player. So.
But would you envy Frankie De Jong as a register? Because I won't. I want him more to play that Kovacic role. You know what I mean?
I would in a back three, I have no problem with it because I feel like if you have both Kova and De Jong, they could both alternate. Because I think with the protection of the back three, you don't need a DM to stay there whole game. They could alternate. And Kovacic, you could see when he gets into Regista position, he's really good too. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The thing about Kovacic in register position is that...
Bro, damn, bro. Miss, what going on there?
Oh, bro, I was really struggling there. Really struggling there. But yeah,
The register position.
So many tongue-twisting words there. Kovacic in a register position, my only issue is it takes away his driving ability, like the way he drives by playing next to Jorginho. Him playing as a register, it limits him from doing that, because if he drives and he loses the ball, gaping hole. So he's always reluctant to drive with the ball, which I feel like that's taking away Kovacic's wings. Ladies and gentlemen, the match has finished. What an unbelievable... This was actually a stupendous game. It really was actually a very, very good game. Lazio ends up winning 3-1. Fantastic turn. Like, we've had nearly 120, 130 at one stage. And I'm just looking at the views as well. Nearly 3,000 views as well. Like, for a non-Chelsea game, Serie A, probably the first time we've covered a Serie A game. I'm looking to cover a lot more. Lazio, for me, absolutely tore apart Inter Milan tactically. Sarri ball, as Ryan said earlier on, keep an eye on Lazio for top 4. I thought maybe Lazio is not even a chance this season because AC Milan, Inter Milan, and then you've got Roma, and then obviously Juventus. But it looks like Lazio are going to be in and around. Boys, some final thoughts before we go, because we want to start doing the next live show. Ladies and gentlemen, nearly 130 again. Smash the like button. I would love to get 100 likes for this non-Chelsea Serie A watch-along, which would be great. We're up 71 likes, another 29 likes to get 100.
Wow, look, Inter fans crying because they lose.
Some final thoughts, and ladies and gentlemen, stick around because we're going to have another live show with Ishan and I talking about Fofana. Here we go, and also the new Russian wonder kid that we're apparently getting, and the Leicester preview. So, boys, some final thoughts. Start with you, Ryan.
My final thought is there's no guarantee that Inter and AC Milan will keep the form that they showed for the past 2 years. Both haven't found the foot of form yet. Could Mourinho push for a title charge?
Oh, second season Mourinho. You know he's good for that.
I don't think Juve is in the mix for a title charge, to be honest. Pogba out for a long time.
They're finished, aren't they, Juve?
I think if they had Pogba, fit Di Maria, and they got Bremer in, and then when Chiesa comes back, they have Vlahovic. They have a fantastic team to do for Scudetto. But right now, the piece is just unfit. You know what I mean?
By the way, Ryan, how good is Serie A, man? There's some top quality teams there, man. There really is.
Yeah, nah. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Imagine if Jorginho came to Juve, right? You would have Jorginho, Locatelli, Pogba, midfield three. A front three of Chiesa, Vlahovic, Di Maria.
Whoa!
A back four. You have Kostic left back, Bremer left centre back, and I think they need to replace Bonucci and Cuadrado.
But Cuadrado as a right back, I mean, does a job, but I think they need something else there. Ishan, thoughts on this match, bro? Enjoyed it?
Hey, bro, I was elated to see Pedro score and get an assist on a 3-1 victory.
Good goal. Goal and assist from Pedro.
Man, this guy's
got Chelsea heritage, bro. This is Sarri heritage here, bro.
It's
bro, get Eden Hazard at Lazio, bro.
That's mad.
What about La Masia heritage for you to make you happy? Ryan, are you happy now? La Masia heritage?
Of course, bro. Of course.
No, brilliant game by Lazio. You know, look, Inter tried to come back. You know, there were a lot of chances. Like Ryan.
But they had Lukaku up top.
Lukaku.
Yeah, that's the end final words there.
Lukaku. A few chances missed by Lautaro Martinez as well. Although he's very clinical, but a couple of chances missed by his side.
They didn't get any to hold on to possession this match. Inter, I don't think they had any periods where they actually held on. It was mostly just send it long and hope.
I thought first half, Inter got most of the possession, and Lazio were relying on the counter. Second half, it was Lazio all over. You know, it was Sarri ball at its extremity best.
They play slick though, Lazio, when they on a roll, like intricate passes, this and that.
Yeah. So man, brilliant game to watch, and very good to see Pedro get a goal. And as I was elated, what a goal, man! And good goals as well, means quality goals this match.
Luis Alberto, what a screamer!
Man, that has to be one of the goals of the season.
Savage, and don't forget Savage long ball. Savage long ball.
High quality.
Who was it? Was it Immobile with that goal? First goal? No, Anderson.
So, Miss, as much as tactics could get to you, because I would say that Lazio was tactically brilliant. It was the individual brilliance that made a difference. It was that pass from Savage. It was that goal from Pedro.
Yeah.
You know, it was those moments that was the difference, and we don't have that. Right?
There is no doubt about this. You can have, and this is what we've been saying a lot, and Ryan has been saying a lot, Ishan as well. You can do as much as attacking drills as you want in training field. Ultimately, the individual skill set in the final third. If your final third individual skill set is not there.
Hey, yo, Miz, who in Liverpool's midfield is injured right now?
Almost everyone, bro. Almost everyone. Thiago Alcantara is injured. Naby Keita, I think he's injured as well.
Yeah, Keita is injured as well.
Fabinho
but Keita's back.
Yeah, Fabinho has been good. Henderson is old. Milner is old. They've got a lot of issues in midfield. But Harvey Elliott's looking very good. and that Fabio Carvalho kid is probably looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually wrap things up because we're going to start the Chelsea live stream very, very soon. Do join us for that. We'll talk about a whole heap of things. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I certainly have. I really like the turnout. 19 likes away from 100 likes. So it'd be great to get those likes to 100. I'm very, very happy with this turnout. Our next watch along is probably going to be the Man United versus Southampton. We'll do the watch along for that, and then we'll follow it up straight after the game with Chelsea Leicester. And then we'll see if we can cover some La Liga games on
PSG
Sunday.
and Bayern, bro. That's two teams you need to look at.
Yeah.
PSG and
I
Bayern.
can't wait for Champions League, bro. Those days are going to be awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care and see ya.